Ooh. Well, I'm glad ISIS didn't destroy this, because they love destroying, like, ancient architecture. ISIS held executions there. Well, I'm glad they didn't destroy all of it. God damn. That actually looks pretty cool. I mean, it's like Roman ruins in the sun-scorched Levant. I mean, it's cool as shit, you know? Once the capital of a Roman successionist state under Queen Zenobia. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is. You know, a lot of that. A lot of them. Huh. This doesn't look Roman. Wonder who built this. Maybe it is Roman. I'm not an expert on anthropology or architecture. Guess where you are? Syria? Not the most hospitable area to visitors, I'm sure. Ooh. This is from 2006. Is this Arizona? I mean, I'll tell you, the climate here is more livable than it is in Phoenix. Just curious, don't mind me. Aleppo. God damn, man. It's so fucked up. There's so much cool shit in the Middle East, you know? I know that this is maybe not the most humanitarian attitude to take towards a civil war that's caused so much suffering, but purely from like, let's be soy-pilled Western dipshits about this. Like, the Levant should be... It's literally like the cradle of human civilization, basically. I know, like, it's Levant and, like, the Sinai Peninsula and Egypt and the, like, yeah, it's like... But, like, we're, like, it's here. Like, this is, like, basically step one, you know? One of the things that I really liked about Tokyo, I mean, it's a mega city, like a proper one, but when you're looking down at all of it from the Tokyo Tower, you can still see these old Buddhist monasteries, you know? Like they've done a lot of work to preserve the history of the city, going back through the decades and centuries. And, you know, it gives it texture and it makes it feel cool and real and so on and so forth. And I like that. And, like, can you imagine that here? Like, if you had big, beautiful, towering, modern cities, and within them there were, like, pockets like this, you know, like historical ruins where they built around it. It was like museums you could go to. I'm just saying, man, the area deserves better. All because of fucking petroleum, man. It all went, the Saudi Aramco and onward, it all went downhill. When we were like, wait, hold on, there's a bunch of goopy dinosaur remains here. We're actually very invested in the future of this region. I really, really, really liked the Roman ruins in Barcelona because they had this, there was like a big, it was like a medieval castle where the top part of the castle was like a few hundred years old and the lower half was like Gothic or something. I think I'm remembering that right. Like the lower half of the castle was old, like 1400s or something, and then they built up on top of it after. But then if you go down, and this is where they have the Ministry of Culture, but then if you go down into the basement, that was built on top of like the Roman ruins of Barcelli, the original Roman settlement. So it's like a layer cake where on the very top you have modernity, and then you have like 1800s construction, and then you have like 1400s, and then you have this like old Christian like settlement built on top of the original Barcelli, which was of course like the first settlement built here, basically. Not the first one. I know there were like Catalan, so on and so forth beforehand, but you know. And you can walk on catwalks all around it. See? Isn't that cool? Like this was like this was Barcelli. Anyway, I'm just saying there's a lot of cool stuff out there. A lot of cool stuff. If he knows he should say oil is dinosaurs. Isn't oil mostly like plants and stuff? I don't care. Like no one cares, right? If I say oil is dinosaurs and it's like, oh, it's from trees, who the fuck cares? I don't care. Like no one cares. It's biomaterial. Like, all right, so it's dinosaurs. I don't care. Oh, plankton actually composes 99.8% of all biomass that decayed in the layer of the crust that I like. It's funnier to say dinosaur. Name one difference between a dinosaur and a tree. That's right, you can't. Science, first of all, we can't even say whether or not oil is dinosaurs or trees. We don't know what they are. Science hasn't figured it out yet. It's some kind of like goop or shit, some shit. I don't know.